Alright, welcome back guys. This is a video of me doing my first winter map Shakal raid. So, while I was running through this town, I was met with a lot of lag, and so I was guessing that there was a base nearby. Now, I've seen bases in these big, two-story long apartment style houses before, and so I decided to go into this one and check it out.
Okay, so I think this is the best spot. Down there, there's a door. I can see that door in case that one opens. And I'll hear it too. And then that way, I'm protected by 3 doors. So no one can just come up behind me and shoot me, which is always something you got to worry about when you're code locking.
Now, with it only being a 3-code combination lock, I decided to just brute force it and run through all the combinations. Now, on a 3-code lock, this takes about 10 minutes, but if this is a red 4-code lock, it would take about 2 or 3.5 hours. So, I will almost never code lock a red one, but I've done a blue one on multiple accounts.
Alright, well let's see what these guys have for me. Ah, look at this.
So I got past the first 3 code just by picking it, and I came in and it looked like there was at least 2 more 4-code walls that I had to get through. Now, I did have a good amount of ammo and grenades on me, so I decided to start blowing it up.
Okay, so I think it is these 2 walls. It looks like they're both metal. Yeah, so I'm gonna try my best to get in.
After 4 grenades, I locked myself in their base for security, and I started blasting the wall. Okay, so I got that second wall off pretty good, but then when I took a closer look, I found out that there were 2 more 4 codes. You see that first loop, and that's another wall with the 4-code lock, and that second loop is a 4th wall with a 4-code. So I was halfway through, but I know I didn't have enough stuff for another 2 walls. So I decided to go all the way to the military island, which is a pretty far run. It's like a 2-hour run. But I decided to go over there and just try to get some more grenades and some more ammo to finish the raid.
Yeah, so check that out. It's got the all the furniture on there. I pop this mag in. Looking pretty nice. Wish I found an M, but what do you do?
Now, it was a long trip going to the island, looting the island, and then coming back. I'd say probably 5 hours, split up over a few sessions. It took a long time, and I'm not going to show all of it, but I did come up on that Claymore and an AK-74 with the mag. Now, once I got back to the base, I saw that they reinforced that second wall and that they put barbed wire on it. Now, this was a little bit concerning because I didn't know if they were going to be back anytime soon or what. But I knocked off the barbed wire. I decided to just try to raid it the most I could right now.
There we go.
Now I decided to speed this part up. I was shooting so many bullets into this wall, even though I dropped those grenades. Now I don't know if this was a glitch or something, but it just seems like this wall was tanking everything I was throwing at it. I mean, finally I got through, but it took a long time and a ton of bullets. Now I used up about all of my ammo on the wall, and I was to the wooden part. Now I knew the wooden part was already a little low because I shot it a little bit. I only had 4 rounds left in my AK. I figured 4 would be enough if I ran into someone because I'm such a good shot. But I ended up using melee tools on that last part. It took me about 15 minutes to just stand in there and hitting it. I looked at the clips, it was about 15. So anyway, I got that off. And then I was looking at it, and if I had another person, I probably could have buddy boosted through off of this. But because I didn't, I had to go and get some more stuff to destroy that second wall. Okay, so I knew that I was going to need more ammo and more grenades. I decided to go to a nearby military base and check for more ammo. I also tried to find a shotgun because I had a few shotgun shells on me I wanted to put into the wall. It was probably about 15 minutes of walking, probably about 45 minutes of looting, and then another 15 or 20 minutes as a walk back. Okay, so kind of a cool trick I found out. If I threw my backpack while I was standing on these half-destroyed 2 walls, I could get a little bit of height from the backpack, pull out my gun, and then I could shoot the wooden part. And it would save me from having to shoot all of the metal part and then the wooden part. And it would save me probably 300 bullets. So that's what I was trying to do. It was taking longer to go up on there. And I'll save you having to watch me do it every single time, but that's what I do. I throw my backpack like I did right there. I'd go stand up, pull out my gun, and then be able to put like 2 or 3 shots into the wood. And you can kind of notice how when I hit the wood it sounds different from when I hit the metal. That's how I know I was doing it right. Now the deeper, more thud shots, that's when I hit the wood. That's what I'm trying to aim for. The more ding shots, that's when I hit the metal. That's what I'm trying not to hit. What I found worked really well is when I aimed high and I put my crosshairs just at the very edge of the wooden part. If you guys are trying to recreate this and save yourself a whole bunch of ammo, that's probably your best bet, is to just aim a little high and so you miss that metal or the first plane of wood. So even with that second military run, I still did not have enough grenades and ammo for that next wall. Now I knew that I had a good amount of 308 and Vicar ammo back in my base, so I decided to head all the way back to my base and to get some ammo. Now I don't know what happened to the clip of me at my base, so he's gonna have to take my word. It was probably about a 45-minute run back to my base, about 15 minutes of getting my stuff and going into my base, then another 45 minutes or half an hour run back. Oh, and this is a reindeer I shot going to my base. It was a pretty nice shot with iron sights, so I was pretty happy. And it gave me a good amount of food for the travel.
Look at that. That's big right there. Okay. Let's see what these guys have for me. Okay. Little building stuff. What's this? Come on, a CR. No, without a scope. Come on, nothing. Anything in here? Oh man, that's their disappointing, to be fair. This is all I got. A CR. What is this? Oh, a 74. I already have a 74. Well guys, you win some, you lose some.
Well, this raid ended up being a bust. They only had about 50 rounds of ammo and a little bit of building stuff. I already had all the building stuff I needed. And, I mean, I spent probably 500 rounds of ammo, plus a claymore and 6 grenades getting into the base. So it was a pretty bad investment. I ended up putting one of the 4 codes that they had back on the wall and to claim the base for myself. I mean, you win some, you lose some. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.